Well guys, we have another fun packed day at Mel's Motors. Something very interesting has just come in. It's an engine job, but we'll show you the engine and you tell me if it's fun packed. Right, so we're going over to the van to have a look what's in there. Ta-da! It's a marine engine, Volvo Penta diesel, straight six. It's just come out of I don't know what it's come out of.
Prestige 32.
This guy will tell you what's come out of.
Yeah, it's a Prestige 32 with a CAD 300 diesel engine. So the oil cooler went, so it's lost all its oil and unfortunately picked up on the cylinders and seized up, so it needs a full rebuild. So Mel's the man.
So we're going to get this out with the forklift now and get it into the workshop, and we'll try and make a start on it at some point. So this engine's pretty deep in the van. There's no way we're going to get the forklift legs in there to get that out. They're just too short. So I'm going to throw a rope around the pallet. I've got the engine strapped to the pallet so it doesn't fall off. We'll tow it to the back of the van and get the forklift in there. Well, 2 weeks have gone by and the engine has just sat there. Today is the day where we're going to start working on it. So I'm going to move it with the forklift over into bay 2, and then we're going to start stripping it over there. So this forklift's going to be my best friend for a little while to help me move this engine around. Once I've got the head off, I need to lift it with the forklift so we can get the sump off. So your best friend here is your telephone, so we need to take some pictures. It's not a conventional engine, obviously it's for marine use. It's no different to a regular engine, but there are some subtle differences in the way the cooling system and stuff works, so taking photos of everything helps put it all back together properly. Head's off now. You can see the problem inside cylinder 6. The oil cooler leaked on this and dumped all the oil out. You can see the pistons picked up, number 6. You can see inside number 1 as well. So we've hit a slight snag already. I took the engine up. It's a marine engine, it's got no sun plug. I thought I'd better check to see if the oil's still in there. Yes, it's full of oil. The hole on this to siphon it out is so small that our siphon pumps are struggling to create the vacuum to pull the oil out. Oil is so thick and black. I've just dipped it. The oil is just above the sump line, but I've put a tray under there. The plan is now we're going to get it up, undo most of the sump bolts, and then we're going to drop it down to the tray, break the seal, and then lift the engine off the sump. Well, there was less oil in there than we thought. Let's have a quick look. It's just less than half full. So it's a bit dark because we've got light in the background. This way. Oh, there we go. So 2 of the liners have come out, this one and number 6. That's half the battle done. So I'm going to whip these pistons out now and then get the liners out. See the damage caused by the lack of oil. This was number 1. So mostly genuine Volvo parts, pistons and liners, seals, gaskets. I'm going to do the unboxing of the first box, keep it upright. Great thing is the piston rings are already in it. Just push it out enough to get the con rods on. Push it back in and drop it in. So this is the original liner. So we've got several O-rings to go on. 2 purple at the bottom, a black and a very thin one right to the top. There's an arrow in there, so which way faces forward. So I just quickly wanted to show you something here. So these circlips that we've put in, this is the original piston. You see when we put them in, we have the gap either at the top or at the bottom. This one's bottom, this side's up. Never have these clips sideways where the gap is on the side. As the piston goes up and down, it can put lateral force on these circlips. So in theory, it makes them do this. And for best practice, you have the gaps either at the top or at the bottom, just in case that the clips either break or compress enough that they pop out and score the bore up or jam a piston. So this is one I've just literally just thrown back in to keep the piston together, so not this way. This was the original one still in there, so either facing up or facing down. And this one's facing down. So this is the original ones. You can see they've done them up or down. I've done the same. But this is not best practice because the clip could compress and detach. All done. These are marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 from the factory. Number 1 had to be hammered out, the gudgeon pin. It was so tight in there. The other 4 just fell out. And number 6, I had to use our 20-ton press. It was proper seized in there. Hammering it was just not doing anything. These were the 2 that got damaged, had heat seizures on there. So these are the 2 that we struggled with. Seals are all on, top and bottom. Just need to get shell bearings out of the box, fit those in and put them back in the engine. What these are going to do, they're going to hold the liners down, so when I turn the engine over it doesn't push them out.